What if I told you that self-improvement is not an end-all, be-all kind of thing, and that there are actually phases to it? So almost like leveling up in a video game, the process takes time and dedication and the development of skills before you can move on to the next phase. And what's sad is that most people give up at level 4 and they don't even make it to level 5, which is where you pretty much unlock your superhuman higher self. And that is where all the fruits of your labour will ripen and flourish. So in this video, my goal is simple. I want to help you understand how you can get to that place. Firstly, I want to add that you can't force this process. This is a natural and personal evolution that literally requires tons of not only successes, but also failures to learn from. And everybody gets through the levels at different speeds. Some might take a year, some might take 10 years. There is no set amount of time. So with that being said, my friend, let's get straight into level 1, the FTE level. This is the level where you get a massive realization that you are absolutely done with your current life. You're fed up of living like a degenerate and you're fed up of constantly giving in to your addictions. And in fact, you're so fed up that this is actually what initiates your first step onto a journey of self-improvement. For me, this happened during my second year at university. I was living in what seemed to be just an unending cycle of getting blackout drunk multiple times a week, taking drugs and locking myself into my room for 90% of the day just so I could watch episodes on Netflix and play my Xbox and scroll through my phone and fap to pixels on a screen. And because of this poor lifestyle, it literally led to me not handing in some of my assignments, which meant I almost failed my entire degree. It wasn't until I received back my results from that year, which were absolutely terrible results by the way, where I said, you know what, f this, like I'm not living like a loser anymore. That was my FTE moment. And that was the moment where I took my first step on this journey of self-improvement. Level 2, search and discover. This is the phase where you first become aware of self-improvement videos. You start looking for help from other people who seemingly have their entire lives in order to see how they have optimized their routines. And as you can't believe how productive and how successful they are, you watch a lot of these videos. They give you a small dose of what it feels like to be productive as you are learning so many new things, but at the same time you kind of realize how much work you have to do and how deep you are in this world of degeneracy. Level 3, habitual learning. This is the phase where you start reducing your involvement with these negative habits. You stop playing video games, you stop eating junk food, and you stop watching porn. And this is also the level where you slowly start to build positive self-improvement habits. And these are usually the fundamentals of self-improvement, you know, so you start going to the gym, you start meditating and things like that. And at this stage, everything starts to feel very exciting. You feel great about changing your lifestyle and you feel like a completely new man. That, of course, is until you reach level 4, the regression. The motivation that you had in level 3 has plummeted. You're tired and bored of sticking to your new positive habits, and the devil on your shoulder, aka your lower self, starts tempting you with the thought of revisiting certain websites and playing video games for just 10 minutes and eating that family-sized bar of chocolate in the cupboard. Slowly but surely, you start breaking all of the rules that you had set for yourself, and you go right back to where you were before you had even started level 1, as if none of this self-improvement journey had ever even happened. But this is not the end, because for most people, after a couple of days or weeks or even months, they'll get another FTE moment. How wonderful! And they'll work their way back up to level 3 again. And then of course, this cycle will consistently repeat itself until one day it doesn't. Now, could this mean that you've done it? Could this mean that you have reached level 5? Yes, sir. That's correct. You have now reached the holy grail that is level 5, the identity elimination. This is where you no longer feel the need to identify yourself as somebody who is on self-improvement. You no longer give so much power to the idea of being on a journey, and you no longer need to try and be conscious of your habit choices, because you are now just a man that does the habits that serve him automatically and without thought. This is the stage where you are officially self-improved. Of course, this doesn't mean that you've reached the end goal and that you are set for life, as technically self-improvement is never ending, and I'm sure you know that. You know, you can still make mistakes, you can still make bad decisions, but for the most part, these bad decisions won't affect you or your mission. You'll just accept the loss, and you'll continue living your life in a way that makes you feel satisfied and fulfilled. Get my free muscle building diet plan from the description below. Believe you can, and you're more than halfway there.